If you're watching this, you are probably doing what I was doing a few weeks ago. I spent so much time watching reviews, trying to choose between the mini and the larger iPad Air. I didn't really consider the iPad Pro, it's just a way out of my budget for what I need. But in this video, I want to share exactly why I chose the mini and why I like it so much. Since apps are getting so huge this day, I picked Space Grid in 256. I think that's the sweet spot for storage. I felt like 128GB would fill up too fast and 512GB is more than enough to me. This is the most expensive pencil I've ever owned. You can squeeze it to bring out a menu and write to type, scratch to delete text, circling to select text, hold to insert text, drawing a vertical line to split or join words. It's totally different way of interacting the tablet. To keep everything protected, I went with tempered glass screen protector and a case from ESR. They are pretty straightforward, just solid reliable protection so I don't have to worry about throwing this in my bag. I also picked up a silicone case from Elago for the pencil. It's really nice material, the silicone case feels smooth and it's easy to slide the pencil right in. The hexagon edges give you a much more comfortable, natural grip when holding the pencil. The downside is the thickness. Because the silicone is a bit chunky, it weakens the magnetic connection to the iPad. I've been using this for over a month now and my pencil has probably fallen off more than 20 times. I wouldn't recommend this case for the pencil. If you want protection for the pencil, you're better off with a much thinner skin or just using the pencil exactly as it is. Portability is the number one reason I choose the mini over everything else. I can slide it into my small sling bag right next to a couple of diapers. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You never leave the house without the essentials. I love the mobility. I barely even notice the weight in my bag, but it's always there when I need it. It even fits in my pocket. Okay, maybe these are large cut pockets, but the fact that it fits at all is amazing. I can carry it around the house or quick trip to the store without even needing a bag. I always wanted an e-book reader like Kindle or Kobo, but they are not cheap. And for me, I just prefer having one device that can do everything. I like how the native books app simulates page flipping animation. It's so much more than just an e-reader. I can jump from my book straight into the morning news or catch up on articles I have saved for later. Everything I want to read is right there in one place. When I'm on a quick tea break from work, I can just prop it up and watch a video. To be honest, you don't really need the Apple Pencil for everyday use, but I justified getting one for the drawing experience. I've been spending some time following Procreate tutorials to learn the ropes, and this time lapse is the result of my latest practice session. If you are already in the Apple ecosystem, it can be worked as a portable secondary monitor for your Macbook. What's very cool is that you still can use touch or the Apple Pencil to control things. As you can see, the cursor follows the pencil as you move. You get a dual monitor setup that fits right into your bag, which is perfect for working from a cafe or while traveling, so you can stay productive wherever you are. With external monitor support on the iPad mini, you can connect it for more serious work, giving you much better productivity than squeezing everything onto the tiny display. And what's even better, you can enjoy gaming on larger screen. There are so many other things you can do with this little device, but these are the ways I've been using it in my daily life so far. It has truly found its own unique spot in my routine. I will say this as a final thought. After using it for a while, I don't think the Apple Pencil is a must-buy for everyone. Unless you are planning to draw or take heavy notes, you might find it just sitting there on the side of your iPad for nothing. It's a great tool, but think about your own needs before spending the extra money. Overall, the iPad mini has been exactly what I was looking for. If you are still on the fence, I hope my experience helped you decide.